My name is Joe Petruniak, and welcome to our session on Sage Intacct Family Offices. Nice meeting you all, and hope you enjoy the ride. Single and multifamily offices need scalable financial management tools that meet the ever-evolving portfolio goals and diverse lifestyle requirements. From navigating complex multi-entity consolidations to the constantly changing regulatory ecosystem, Sage Intacct helps family offices seamlessly manage their financial processes and provide value to their owners by delivering insights as a single source of truth. Sage Intacct is a modern, native cloud-based solution with open APIs which allow family offices to maximize their productivity and enable them to scale beyond their current system capabilities. It provides intuitive core accounting with a dimensional general ledger, continuous consolidation, and drill down across multiple entities. Its easy-to-use reporting and dashboards, workflow automation, are a rock-solid audit trail, and more. There are four common challenges that we typically hear from our clients. One, multi-entity consolidations, usually a laborious process relying on manual exports. Lack of visibility and insights, not able to access data and make timely strategic decisions. Time constraints and inefficient processes, could be closing of the books, reporting, managing expenses, budgeting, etc. And the evolving expectations and demands of clients. With these challenges in mind, let's dive into the system to see how the family office can utilize the power of Sage Intacct to help solve these. So welcome to Sage Intacct, into our family office demonstration. First, we will look at the consolidations, how we could consolidate and view information across multiple entities and or funds. Sage Intacct will streamline the consolidation process, providing an always consolidated view across all entities in real time. When we are looking at these dashboards, we can actually go in and we look at our consolidations. We can pick the date of our consolidation, and we can see all our consolidated entities right along the top here. So we always consolidated. If we wanted to drill down to a specific group of entities, we can definitely drill down to a specific group of entities. These are all our investment entities. Continuous multi-entity consolidation of complex global financials reduces the consolidation time from days to weeks to minutes. A sample of this consolidation is played on this expense summary by entity. Let's see, here. There we go. There's a consolidated by entity. We can see all this data because we are logged into a multi-entity shared environment. Now, with the latest release, you'll also be able to perform partial consolidations as well. So if you own if there's partial ownerships that you have, you could also perform consolidations at that partial level. This comprehensive new feature supports complex business legal structures, including partial, tier, and full ownership through the consolidation process, with audit history and ownership changes. Partial ownership addresses a significant need within the market for a more flexible and comprehensive approach to financial consolidations across many industries, including financial services, healthcare, hospitality, and general business. As businesses expand and diversify their portfolios, it becomes increasingly important to have a reliable method of consolidating financial data across multiple entities with varying ownership percentages. Change is automated and captured. Sage Intacct Advanced Ownership Consolidation supports global currency translation with complex non-controlling interest legal structure and automate consolidation elimination rollups in a streamlined process. If you need more information, please contact your account manager for more details and subscription pricing. Before Sage Intacct, many family offices were running multiple general ledger systems for individual entities, which meant logging in and out to transact manual intercompany transactions and exporting multiple financial reports to Excel in order to perform a consolidation. Real-time dashboard and analytics eliminates error-prone data and disparate spreadsheets. Get instant shared access within and across entities. Track financial data and metrics, including profit and loss, budget versus plan, cash, assets under management, and fair value over time. Family offices need visibility into financial and operational metrics to make data-driven decisions. The Sage Intacct robust reporting allows you to consolidate and drill down by operating company, location, instrument, currency, and more in minutes, not tens of hundreds of hours. Every transaction in the system is tagged with dimensions, so finance teams can sort, view, filter, and report on the specific information they need. Using these in-system tools, our family office customers drive their business based on up-to-date information. So we are looking at a controller's dashboard on the system right now. So let me close this down here. And we could see we have right up along the top, we have KPIs. We have expense summary by entity. So we could see here's our entity dollar amounts, our expenses. We could also drill down right into that particular transaction and find out what that transaction is. Drill down further, and we could get right down to that source detail within there. So no more asking your controller or your financial or your finance team to provide me with this information. You could get this right on your dashboard as soon as you can, including any profit or loss, operating expenses with the waterfalls, cash on hand, 12-month history of P&L. You can put your trial balance on the system, and you could also see what your market value adjustments are. So all this readily available right on your dashboard without having to run complex reports. When we're looking at investments, we could look at investor activity as well. How much each investor has started, or contributions, dividend, purchases, sales during the year or period. We could look at the summary, what each investor is holding onto our records. In our records, we could also look at their contributions. And if we have partnerships, let's see, we could also have a partnership report in our system as well. Sorry, this one is not working on this particular entity, so sorry about that. Or we could also look at different investment activity. There's a market value report. We have our investments. We could capture our unrealized market gains as well, and see what that fair value is. We could have a summary by investment. All these investments, this is all doable because these investments here are flagged as items within the system. So now we could actually track that particular item in the system and report on that as well. To improve efficiencies, Sage Intacct has also allows you to improve those efficiencies when creating having sorry, when reconciling your bank accounts. We can create matching rules and transaction rules where when we upload our statement, our bank statement, or be linked with our bank financial institution, we could actually have the system could do our matching for us for our reconciliation, and or process transactions within our system directly. So if those pesky bank fees, we could actually have it create a transaction that will debit our bank charges account and allocate it to the proper department, and so on, however you want to display that. So as a sample of that, we go into this entity, into this bank account here. I will go in and import a file, and I'll continue my reconciliation. So as soon as this transaction gets posted, we could actually see all our transactions. So this is our Intacct transactions. We'll see them all here. We'll apply these filters. As you can see, these transactions have all been applied, matched. I haven't done anything in there. We look at our bank transactions that we uploaded or were synced with our bank account. We could actually see that these are all automatically matched as well for us. So that's definitely speeds up the bank processing, the bank reconciliation process for you. If there's any bank fees that are associated with that transaction, they will actually get created into a journal. And I did create one here, so let me just go into here, find where this goes in here. And those transactions will get created within and fix them up as being draft transactions. Also, with the multi-entity environments, because we do have multi-entity environments, we could definitely also create all our inter-entity mappings, so we can create the mappings. What are the due tos and due froms between each entity that we are processing, and the system will automatically create our due to, due from, due to, and due from transactions within us. So, as an example, we'll go look at the general ledger here. There's a transaction in here. So we posted this intercompany revenue. We charged some professional fees to the different entities, and the system will actually go in and create our due tos, due froms automatically for us. That also speeds up that reconciliation process and making sure all the information is correct. As your business scales, and after the fact allocation tool can also save you time and effort by dynamically generating allocations on a periodic basis. Allocating revenues and costs help an organization gain a better understanding of performance for departments, projects, and more. Sage Intacct offers a native allocation solution that allows you to automate the allocation calculation tasks for routinely shifting costs or sharing revenues. Key benefits: save time and reduce errors with a native allocation tool, improve visibility into the true performance of the business. As an example of our allocations, we will look at one allocation, see these fringe benefits. The system, you will go in, you set up how you want to treat that. Where's the source? We're looking at the benefits expense. We're looking at basis. The basis is based on the salaries, and we're going to allocate these benefits across to the different departments in the sorry, in the system. When that allocation is done, the system will go in and prepare our allocations for us. We can always drill down into those allocations to see what the calculations are, what the numbers were in there, and we could also see what the split was, how each location and department was split for those fringe benefits. So with Sage Intacct, this is not only just for the high volume based transactions that you're doing, or those key personnel within the ERP that are going in and creating these journal entries. The system, Sage Intacct, also offers the ability for maybe your family members to sign in. William has signed in, and he is now able to view his investments in the alternatives company. He could actually see how his portfolio worked, what his trend was, and he could also see his liquidity within the system. If William has any questions in regards to this particular, anything that he sees on his dashboard or anywhere in there, he could also definitely question this information. So if he's looking at this long-term investment in here, there's a collaborate feature that he's able to incorporate. So if we look at this transaction here, we have this transaction. He could actually go in now and send a message to someone in the system that is logged in and ask the question of that person. Now that you have full audit trail of that conversation within Sage Intacct, and that stays with it is. So that is it is collaborative. It supports gap compliance and provides a front to back office collaborative audit tool. For additional reporting and additional audit reports as well, this is Sage Intacct also has a complete line of audit reports. We have an audit event report. We could see all the transactions, everything that has been happened within the system and on which transactions. We also have user access reports where we could see who's accessed the system and how they have signed off, and whether they were successful in signing in as well. If you are using API calls from source areas such as maybe Adapar, maybe we're using a third-party application to bring in transactions from Adapar, that we could definitely see what happened within that system and what those API calls as well. So we have now full view of what transactions happened, how many have failed, and how many were completed correctly. So hope you enjoyed a quick overview of family offices, how Sage Intacct can handle your family office situation and those transactions that you need to possess, as well as provide you reporting and a quick views into your system.